Being a pageant fan and not fangirling about Miss Universe. Not possible, right? Miss Universe pageant has always been a talk of pageant town for its amazing production, brilliant set of winners and of course, smoking controversies. But when Donald Trump gave over his ownership to IMG and WMEAgency, the criteria of selecting the Miss Universe winners and the format seems to have changed. Well, we are not here to opine or discuss whether the IMG era is better than the Trump era, as there has already been a lot of debate and controversies regarding this. In this video, I'll be ranking my favorite Miss Universe title holders in the IMG era and what comes to my mind first when I think about them. I am Vagisha Mishra, and if you're looking out for reviews, scoops and updates on beauty pageants, you are at the right place. Now if you're watching this channel for the very first time, make sure you subscribe to the channel and also hit the bell icon besides it so you never miss out on any update anytime a new video I'll be posting further. Now let's get started. Now my number 5 favorite is Demi Peters from South Africa, who was crowned as Miss Universe 2017. With this victory, Demi Peters became the third woman from South Africa to be crowned as the Miss Universe title holder, and she also ended 38 years long drought of South Africa to win the Miss Universe title, which is very much laudable. Even before she arrived at the Miss Universe competition, she was already creating a lot of buzz in the pageant town for her overall personality and her divine beauty. She also came up in the news when she was held at a gunpoint by some of the goons in South Africa, which she handled pretty well. She managed it pretty well, and she took that advocacy of self-defense to the Miss Universe competition. While she was very much a deserving winner in that edition of Miss Universe pageant, we did not get much to see of Demi Peters during her reign as the Miss Universe, and she was quite less visible in terms of traveling and social media during her reign. Now this is not the fault of the title holder, but it is IMG agency which is to be held accountable for not maximizing the visibility of this title. My number 4 favorite is Mittenaere from France, who was crowned as Miss Universe 2016. Now let me share a very interesting fact with you all. Soon after Iris won her national title of Miss France, I wrote a blog post that she is the perfect candidate for Miss World pageant and she may end 62 years long drought of France at the Miss World pageant, when in reality she did end 63 years long drought of France winning the Miss Universe title. I wrote similar blog posts for Demi Peters and Manusha Chiller when they won their respective national pageants, that they are suitable for their respective international pageants, and it was very interesting for them to actually win their international pageants. Now coming back to Mittenaere, it is very rare to see any European country doing great at the Miss Universe competition, as we have always seen Latinas shining so much boldly at the Miss Universe pageant. Now when Iris reached at the Miss Universe competition, she shined elegantly in the prelims, subsequent to which many pageant critics, including me, wanted her to win the Miss Universe crown straight away, and she was actually my number 1 hot pick for the crown in my final predictions. During her reign, she attended many fashion weeks, working for some great fashion designers. In addition, she also attended many diplomatic events in the embassies of France. All in all, Iris made her mark for her elegance, grace and sophistication, which is very rare to observe when it comes to the Miss Universe pageant title holders, as many of the pageant title holders are more glamorous than sophisticated or subtle. Now my number 3 favorite is the current reigning Miss Universe Zozibini Tunzi from South Africa. Now the reason why I have put her in my number 3 position when I'm ranking my favorite Miss Universe title holders in the IMG era is the fact that she is a very eloquent woman. You give her a mic and she will own the show. She creates a powerful impact anywhere she goes. In all these years under IMG, Miss Universe has not seen such an eloquent personality as this title holder. Her impact can be gauged from the fact that she was celebrated massively on her homecoming in South Africa after winning the Miss Universe crown, something which we did not witness on a large scale after Demi won the third crown for South Africa even after 38 years. Although Zozi is criticized for her styling and how she carries herself, she handles the social media hate like a pro, reflecting the confidence which any woman must have if she is planning to compete in a pageant and especially in a cutthroat competition like Miss Universe. Now my number 2 favorite is none other than Katriona Grape from the Philippines, who was crowned as Miss Universe 2018. Now for many of you, she might be the number 1 Miss Universe IMG and WMEAgency has crowned in all these 5 years. I will talk about this when I proceed further. Katriona Grape sealed the deal of winning the Miss Universe crown when she walked on the runway in the preliminary competition. Very soon, her slow-mo walk was trending on Twitter even before the grand finale of Miss Universe 2018. Many huge fashion personalities hailed her as the queen and already declared her to be the winner. When Catriona stepped on the runway during the Miss Universe competition, she actually walked like she is the Miss Universe. So much magnificence, elegance and confidence will leave anyone spellbound. Her reign, her photo shoot was full of glamour and the much fierce controversy of her losing the Miss World crown to Stephanie Del Valle in Miss World 2016 competition yet again heated her fame, calling her the rightful owner of the crown. All in all, her reign was much talked about affair and still is. So by now you must have known that my favorite Miss Universe under IMG is none other than Pia Alonso Wurtzbach from the Philippines, who was crowned after a very controversial gaffe by the host Steve Harvey, who announced Ariadna Gutierrez of Colombia as the actual winner when the real winner was none other than Pia Wurtzbach, who ended up winning the Miss Universe crown, ending the 42 years old long drought of the Philippines. The reason why I absolutely adore Pia is the fact that she truly lived up to the essence of persistence and perseverance. She competed thrice at Binibini Pilipinas in order to win the opportunity to represent her country at the Miss Universe pageant. While once she ended up being the first runner-up in 2013, in 2014 she was adjudged only as a top 10 finalist. However, she never gave up and came back stronger next year, sweeping the Miss Universe Philippines crown in her third attempt. Even after she won her national title, the struggle for her did not really end, as she was body shamed by not only pageant town fans but also her countrymen for not being fit enough for the Miss Universe standard. She worked on herself, polished and became the better version of herself and reached to the Miss Universe stage as a potential winner. The reason why I actually call her my favorite Miss Universe under the IMG era is that she continuously evolved with the given circumstances. Now when we see already polished candidates like Katriona Grape, who have everything to win the crown, like any pageant if they compete in, they are going to end up winning the crown. Somebody who is actually not up to that mark and has seen so many times failures. He learns and evolves, eventually stumbling many times in the way. That is something which really inspires me in respect to Pia Wurtzbach. She fell 100 times but she rose to fame 1,000 times through her hard work and perseverance. And that is why she's an inspiration to not only in the pageant terms but also in life in general. If you look deep in her background, you will know that she has been feeding her family since the age of 9 through her modeling projects. I remember seeing Pia Wurtzbach during one of her send-off parties for the Miss Universe pageant. She actually broke down to tears. She said that she always continuously searched for contestants' profile of Philippines at the Miss Universe website and always wanted to be featured at that page as Philippines. She further added that she has been to send-off parties of many representatives of Philippines for different international pageant, but this is the very first time that the Binipini Pilipinas organization is actually organizing a send-off party for her, and that too to her dream pageant, which is the Miss Universe pageant, the biggest pageant in the entire world. When she said in her final answer that she is confidently beautiful with a heart, I knew this is what the organization wanted to hear, and it is very difficult for them not to crown Philippines year after year, placing them in the top 5. Even after the crowning gaffe, she handled the situation very well, trying to reach out to Ariadna and trying to console her for the embarrassing moment. But at the same time, she confessed at the press conference with audacity that the crown was her rightfully earned reward and she would not like to share it, for which I really applaud her confidence over this matter. At present, she vlogs about her lifestyle and is always active on social media with some social causes, or she keeps on showing glimpses of her family time, the time she spends with her niece, which is really endearing. All in all, Pia surpasses the Miss Universe reign and will continue to remain embedded in my heart for a very long time. When tears rolled down through her cheeks, I actually felt that moment because she was actually living her dream through her hard work and her perseverance. I would love to hear from you who is your favorite Miss Universe title holder under the IMG era in the comments below. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. So make sure you press the bell icon so you never miss out on any trending topic. Until then, I will see you soon with a new video. Much love.